Buluvinak and welcome to another episode of Spotlight. I am your host Errol Qaqa, and today we have very special guests on our show today. We'll be talking to our guests from Weightlifting Fiji. We have athletes, we also have an assistant coach, and they will be walking us through the sport of weightlifting, talking about the sport. If most of you at home are not familiar with it, don't worry, right after this show, you'll have more knowledge about the weightlifting team and their preparations towards competitions coming up. So Buluvinak team, how are you guys today? Good. Okay, that's good. I know you guys just had a session, so I won't keep you guys too long. So throughout Weightlifting Fiji, I know you all have your stories, and I really want to know more about your journey. How did you start with Weightlifting Fiji? And I know everybody back at home wants to know who you are, how did your journey begin till where you are today. And we'll start with Timothy.
Hola, my name is Timothy Vakuruivalu. I am 26 years old. I'm from Kandavu, Talulia, Vosimokani, Teleu, and I started weightlifting at a very young age. I started when I was in primary school because my mom was a weightlifter as well, and she's now the current president for Fiji weightlifting. And so I sort of just followed into her footsteps. But she wasn't really too really pushy on me, like just doing weightlifting. She let me explore whatever I wanted to do. So I got into playing rugby and then swimming, and then weightlifting sort of stuck when I did.
Still Indian within the family?
Yeah, within the family, yes. It's been really good. And so since then I've transitioned into coaching, and now I'm the assistant coach for Fiji weightlifting and also a development officer for Fiji weightlifting. Yeah.
So we'll definitely hear more from Timothy on his transition from being an athlete into a coach. And we also have Atelena and her friend here today. So would you like to introduce yourselves and how did this journey start for you into weightlifting?
Hola, my name is Atelena Vulakauvaki. I'm a student of MGM High School. I'm hail from the islands of Mereia, and I also share maternal links to Vulakauvaki. Before I joined weightlifting, I was an athlete with the Royals Athletics Club.
Right.
I made the switch to weightlifting in September 2025. And since then, my weightlifting journey has shaped up by dedication, discipline, and a lot of learning along the way. I first started weightlifting about 6 months ago. I was inspired by my athletics coach, Mr. Waliki Sotakala, and weightlifting head coach, Mr. Henry Elta.
Right.
They believe in me, together with the full support of my family in Fiji and abroad. Encouraged me to take on this new challenge.
Wonderful story. So it's great to see someone with an athletics background coming into weightlifting. And that's really personal for me. So thank you so much for that story. And then our last one here today.
Naka, my name is Mereia Turaganivalu. I'm from Movono, Namuka, and I school in Gospel High School. I'm 16 years old, and I'm in the 63 category in weightlifting.
Okay.
My journey in this sport, I started, what inspired me was my mother. She also took weightlifting, twins with Timothy's mom,
yeah.
which was like a family thing, and I was really inspired because I had other sports. I did rugby, I did some swimming, and also athletics.
Yeah.
But then afterwards, I came to weightlifting, and it taught me discipline, resilience, and a lot of like self-learning and confidence. And I'm really happy that I'm in this sport, and it's taught me so much.
Perfect. It's so amazing to see all these athletes and also the assistant coach come from different sports and also now end up in weightlifting, which is such a wonderful story and the journey that they have taken to end up in weightlifting. And if you didn't know, like she mentioned, both their moms are sisters and they did represent Fiji years ago. And it's great to see their children continuing in the sport. So you talked about a weight category. So which weight category are you in?
I'm in the 63
Okay, 63 categories. So let's talk about weightlifting for a bit. Yeah. So I know compared to athletics and other sports, sometimes we compete just men's and women's open, and they have different ranges of categories. But with weightlifting, it's all in different categories. So you are in the 63, and you are in the 58 category. And then tell me more about the types of lifting that you have in weightlifting. I know there's the clean and jerk, and there's also the snatch. So Timothy, would you like to tell me more about that, the difference between the two?
Yes. So basically, when in weightlifting, there are two lifts. One is the snatch and one is the clean and jerk. When you compete, so the first session you'll do a snatch, and then you'll do a clean and jerk. And so your highest snatch and your highest clean and jerk, you'll add that together, and then you'll get your total. And so that's how we do the ranking. So the highest total will get gold, and then it just follows through.
So that's how someone wins the competition.
That's how someone wins the competition.
So it's the total of your snatch and the clean and jerk. The person with the highest total wins the competition. Yes. Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw this question out to the both of you. Which one is your favorite, the clean and jerk or the snatch? Snatch. Which one would you personally prefer, Timothy?
Snatch.
Okay, I think everyone is a snatch person today, yeah? And I want to talk more about the motto or the vision of Weightlifting Fiji, because I have seen the motto that you guys have, only ways up, if I'm correct. And I really love that motto. I've been having sports on this platform for a bit, and they have different mottos and they have different vision. Talk to me about the motto of Weightlifting Fiji, the only way is up. What does it mean to you personally as weightlifters? When you think of your motto, what comes to mind, and how does it encourage you as a lifter, the only way is up?
For me, this motto means like, even though whatever you get, you give it all to God,
right?
Because He's the only way, and the only way is up. Because whatever you do on earth, it will depend on where you go. So we here are weightlifters. We're lifting for not just our family and friends and like our supporters, but we're lifting for the Lord Jesus Christ.
Right.
So that means a lot to us, the Fiji weightlifting.
How about for you? What does it mean for you?
For me, the only way is up means to me like even through a bad lift, maybe bad session, I never really look down on it. Just keep on looking up, keeping my face up, my face forward, looking forward to the future, to new other upcoming sessions, do better on those sessions. And yeah, that's
I love that. And when you think about the sport of weightlifting, you have to lift the weight up, yeah? And it takes not just a physical meaning, but also a spiritual. And in Fiji, we know that all our talents and skills and everything comes from someone above. So the only way is up, not just to lift the bar up, but take everything back up at the end of the day. Great conversation here with Weightlifting Fiji. We'll see you right after this break. Welcome back to Spotlight. I'm your host, Errol Qaqa, and we have been having great conversations with Weightlifting Fiji. And as they mentioned before, their motto is the only way is up. Today we also have Timothy, who is the development officer and also an assistant coach who used to be an athlete. So Timothy, with your job as assistant coach and development officer, what are some things or responsibilities that you have to take care of with the team in terms of being a development officer and assistant coach? I know those are two very big roles, yeah? So what are some things that you have to take care of in regards to the team?
Yeah, so two very different roles, and so I get varieties of responsibilities that are mainly handed from our head coach, Mr. Henry Elder, or our president, Mr. Delosho Elder. One of which is coaching the youth, our development team here in the gym, coaching them, and then another one is doing development outreach programs.
And I've witnessed that.
The development outreach programs. We had done one in Serua.
Wow.
And so yeah, that was pretty cool. And so now we are currently going out into the schools. So towards the end of last year, we had started with the BMS, Valentine Memorial School. So we had started off from there, going and running weightlifting sessions there. And they welcomed us with open arms.
Nice.
And so we've picked out 2 athletes from there, and they're training here with us, with the Fiji team here, with the squad. And they are also in the squad that's preparing for the Oceania Championship. So, you know, when you're doing this development program and seeing like younger athletes from grassroots level, like slowly climb up the ranks, it's a great achievement. Just watching them grow in the sport. So that's a big bonus in the role that I do. And then just watching them grow in the sport, it's pretty amazing.
And I think for any coach, just seeing people who start off very young and progress in the sport, it's such a rewarding thing. And sometimes people chase the medals, sometimes people chase records, but for me, like you mentioned, sometimes just seeing someone pick up a sport and do so well and progress, and you see where they were before to where they are now, and I think that's the biggest win for any coach, And I'm sure that you're doing an amazing job. Like I mentioned, I witnessed those BMS girls coming. We always work out in the same gym. I see people every day, but I always see the students come in and do as much as they can and learn from Coach Timothy. And I've seen them grown too. From off season, I saw them during Christmas time. They were here the whole time, and just to see how they're lifting now, they've grown so much. So the development program is working here, and I hope that in Fiji one day we'll be able to see all these high schools implement weightlifting. I think that would be such a great goal. So thank you, Timothy. For if you didn't know, our 2 girls here are students. One goes to MGM, and another one goes to Gospel High. And I'm sure there's so many students there at home who are wondering, how do these girls balance school with weightlifting? So would you like to share with us, what are some things that you do to balance school and weightlifting? Because I know it can be so hard, but how are you guys able to do it all at the same time, juggle all these things together?
So for me, I like when school is for school and training is for training. So like whenever I have like hardships at school, I don't try and bring it into training. So like it doesn't, wrap up my training. So for me as an athlete and also as a student, I try my best into focusing more in my education more than my training. So I study a lot at home and I train even harder. So I try and balance them, which is going pretty good. And I'm really happy and proud of myself. And I'm always telling my head coach, Coach Henry Elder, and also assistant coach, that I'm able to balance both, and it's easier for me to like learn to put like my schoolwork in place and my training in place too.
I mean, like you mentioned, now that you've been doing it, you kind of know how to schedule yourself. But like you mentioned, at the end of the day, being a student comes first, But whenever you come to the gym, you work so hard the same way you do in the classroom. Good job. How about for you, Atelena? How are you able to balance this attending MGM?
So it became easier coming to weightlifting because I started off in athletics, like I said. I actually started off being a student athlete in athletics. I would, like she said, I would put school in school and just train. Come train, like my schoolwork is not affected if I had a bad school day. Coming to weightlifting was much more easier because for athletics we had like our training sessions were more longer than the weightlifting. So doing weightlifting made it much more easier. I had more time to study. At the same time, my one advice my mom would usually tell me is to never really waste time. So during my recess and lunch, I would either study or not make it up, put it as a time to read the Bible, to always put a lot of effort in it. Yeah, because at the end of the day, my life, everyone's life, all depends on the Lord, and His will will always be done. So,
Love that. And to all the student athletes at home, instead of playing during recess and during lunchtime, that's your advice right there. Stop playing, do your homework, and get all the assignments done, So thank you so much, Atelena. So let's look at weightlifting as a sport, as a whole, What are some, as an athlete, as a coach, what are some hardships that you guys face as a weightlifter? Because I know different sports have different problems, different setbacks. Weightlifting in general, what are some, and I'll just open it to any of you, what are some setbacks or some difficulties you find doing weightlifting sometimes?
For me, one of the difficult moments that I face is self-confidence, which I'm trying to like build up, and it's coming up slowly, but I'm working really hard towards it, and that's one of my difficulties, and also like knowing that I'm strong, but my body's not responding to it. But I've been struggling with a lot lately. As I said, schoolwork and training. But at the end of the day, I give it to the Lord, and I thank Him for all the wisdom and all the knowledge that He gives me. And we all face struggles and worries, and I think that we should all just leave it to the Lord.
So self-confidence, yeah? But I'm sure that's getting better every single day. How about for Jim? Is there anything in weightlifting in general that you might find sometimes that hinders the progress of these athletes or the sport as a whole in Fiji?
Yes, definitely. I think one major struggle that we face is funding. Right. I think funding is for our sport, in order to qualify for major competitions, we have to travel. Sometimes we have to travel across the world to go and compete at this competition to try and qualify for another competition, and that costs money as well.
Yes.
So funding is definitely a struggle that we have in our federation. And when we do get funding, a big chunk of that change goes to airfares. So it's always a struggle. And when we do pay for our airfares, we get it's a 10% discount. So, but it still does take a big chunk of our funding. So I think funding is definitely
right. And I think everybody else has their own fair share of struggles, yeah? But I hope that as we continue this conversation that we'll be able to help one another, and others out there will be able to help us move on. And that's why we call it a minor sport, yeah? We face so many struggles and we try to progress, but there are hindrances, and I hope that we'll be able to push that forward. Don't go too far. We'll be back right after this break. This is Spotlight. Welcome back to Spotlight. I'm your host, Errol Qaqa, and we're here with Team Weightlifting Fiji. And I know that this is a big year for them. Commonwealth Games is coming up, and they also have other competitions. We'll talk to assistant coach Timothy, and he'll let us know on those competitions coming up, so all of you at home can continue to support Team Weightlifting Fiji. Timothy, tell us about this year's competitions all coming up soon.
Yeah, so our next competition that we're looking forward to is in April, end of April. This is the Oceania Championships for our youth, junior and senior lifters.
Nice.
Our Commonwealth Championships for our youth and junior lifters, and is also the Universal Cup. So this is a world event that will be held in Samoa, and these three competitions will be all run at one time. So they'll be all going at the same time.
Wow.
So and this is also our final qualifier for the Commonwealth Games in Glasgow, in Scotland.
Right.
So for the competition in Scotland, the Commonwealth Games, we are hoping to qualify six. We're looking to qualify
That's the number,
six.
yeah?
That's the number that we're hoping to qualify for Commonwealth Games.
Nice. And then with that 6 you mentioned, but to going up, leading to Oceania and Samoa, I'm sure you're taking a bigger team, yes?
Oh, yes.
A bigger team, and because everyone's just trying their best to qualify. So do you know how many girls and how many boys are going to Samoa?
Not too sure on how many boys
right
and
now,
girls, but we are sending a big team. There's about 20 plus.
Wow.
20 plus.
That's a very big
athletes,
team
and
for
that,
weightlifting, yeah?
20 plus athletes, and that covers the youth, the junior, and the senior team.
Okay, three categories.
A big chunk of the athletes come from our youth and junior team.
Oh, that's great.
So we're definitely working on our development. So
That's
we're
the way to
sending
go.
everyone to Samoa, the youth and junior.
All right. We're wishing you guys all the best. And to our two young lifters, I know you guys have been preparing so hard. We wish you all the best. I know there are many youths back home who are watching this. Before we wrap this up, what is a message that you would want to leave with the youth back home or anywhere that want to play a sport or that want to pick up a sport? What would you encourage them to do, or your advice to them, to the youths back at home?
My advice to the young youths and also to the girls and boys, both in weightlifting, we take in discipline and we take in like your dedication and your efforts. So like one thing that I advise to the youth, if they want to join, this is a really good sport for you to build your self-confidence and to become a better person. This is a sport that you should take. Don't worry about like the weights. I mean, like it's crazy, but like you'll get up there and you'll be lifting the flag and you'll be lifting your family's name.
Right.
So like, and not forgetting the Lord, but like it's amazing. This sport inspires me to become a better person, and that should also inspire you to become a better person. That's my message.
I love that. Thank you so much. How about for you, Atelena?
My message to the youth or who is willing to join, if you know that you have determination, dedication and discipline, do not let your talent go to waste. Join weightlifting, discover your strength and use the gift that the Lord has placed in you. Do not use it on drugs or drunkenness or other useless stuff. Do not sleep on your potential. Stand up, step forward and make something great of the gift that the Lord has given you.
I love that. Now I'm getting inspired myself to join weightlifting. How about for development officer and assistant coach? What is a message that you would like to leave with our youth at this current day?
I think one advice I'd like to give to the youth is to find something that you're passionate about, and when you do find that passion and you find that drive, you know you need to grab it with both arms, and because you need to, whatever you're doing, you need to love what you're doing, and in saying that, like if sport is something that you want to pick up and weightlifting is one of those sports, we are here at the National Fitness Center.
Right.
Pop in, especially for the youth after school. We have our school students that train in the gym after school, so just pop in. You never know, we might be seeing some future weightlifting champions that are watching the show right now.
Yeah, that's true. Thank you for that message. And I believe that you guys also have a social media page.
Yes.
Do you want to share it with everybody and let them know what the page is and let them know to follow it and see the updates?
Yes. If to show your support on Facebook, so Weightlifting Fiji, and we're also on Instagram.
Yes.
Weightlifting Fiji. We usually post up what your athletes what your athletes are up to during training, and when we go out for tours, competitions, we usually post on our stories and on our socials, just to show everyone back home what we're up to, and all of our achievements and everything. We usually post it up on our socials. So yeah.
Okay. So you can find them on Instagram and also on Facebook. So from the team at MyTV, we wish you all the best. Team Weightlifting Fiji in your upcoming competitions, we're with you all the way. And like Timothy mentioned at home, continue to support their team through social media, whether it be Instagram or Facebook, and you get to watch all the updates, whether it be here in Fiji or while they're traveling overseas for the competitions. And we've heard wonderful encouragement and wonderful advice from our athletes, our development officer and assistant coach. And let us not take that away from us. Do not sleep on your potential, as they mentioned. And when you have the passion to do something, grab it with both hands. Because you never know, like as they mentioned, we might be looking at the next Fiji representative in weightlifting. I'm Errol Qaqa, your host on Spotlight. Vulakauvaki.